What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to TV and me. I am of course Kevin, and it's time for The Walking Dead. So before I get into a really quick recap, I just wanted to say a big thank you to you guys and girls, because recently we broke 500 subscribers and we also broke 50,000 total views on the channel, which is it's a big milestone for me. It's a big milestone for the channel, and it's all down to you guys and girls. You're the ones that are making it happen with your likes and your comments. You're helping the channel grow, and I just wanted to say a big thank you. It wouldn't be possible without you guys and girls, so give yourself a big pat on the back from me, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let's get into a really quick recap. So first off the bat, Daryl was caught. Unfortunately, he's in the arena with Mel. Mel has been called out by the governor for being a traitor, because I didn't mention it in my review, and a few of you told me in the comment section, so thank you for that. You know who you are. You told me that Michonne was in the governor's private room, and previously Mel had told the governor that he killed Michonne. So imagine his surprise when he walked into that room to see Michonne with a sword pointed at his daughter. It must have been a shock, to say the least, and in that moment he must have realised that, or thought that, Mel was a traitor. So it's not looking good for Mel. The governor probably now thinks that he's the one that let in that group. You know, he probably has a genuine reason to think that because of the thing with Michonne. But yeah, it's not looking good for him. Hopefully Daryl survives. I think he will. I don't think he'll be written out of the show yet. I think he's got a lot more to give. As for Mel, he's a character I hate, but again, love to hate. He's interesting to watch on screen, and if he does go out, it'll be a shame to watch, but I won't be devastated. Michonne and Rick managed to get out of the camp. Oscar got killed, unfortunately. I called that. I called him zombie fodder, but it's the same sort of thing. He got shot, you know, just taken out. He's a casualty that was sort of posted. But as I was saying, Rick is outside the camp with Michonne, and it looks like he's going to go back into the camp and try and rescue Daryl. Either that or Andrea might rescue him. She has some sort of sway over the governor, so maybe she says something, you know, she can save Daryl's life. Whether she will or not, that's still up in the air. She's made some bad decisions lately, Andrea. You know, whether it's believing the governor's half-truths about the zombie heads, or just ignoring simple things like the dead zombie daughter. It's obviously he's been keeping her alive. Maybe she doesn't look down on that because she accepted it when Herschel was doing it. But I think if Andrea saves Daryl, that could be a good redeeming quality in her. You know, she abandoned Michonne, and now she can actually save another character. Maybe leave with Daryl and then maybe meet up with Michonne again. That would be nice, but that seems like a fairy tale in this world, and whether that happens or not, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Also, last episode, of course, we met Tyrese and Sasha, the new group that stumbled into the prison. Carl helped him out, but he trapped him in a cage, you know, to keep him separate from their group, just to be safe. There's a couple of new other characters there as well. One that looks like Randall, and another guy. I cannot remember their names, and Jordan, big shout out to you for giving me their names, but I've forgotten them already. I will learn them though. I always do. It just takes me a little bit of time, and I'll look them up. And yeah, so let's get straight into the episode. Let's not hang about no more. I want to get into this one because I want to find out what happens to Daryl. And yeah, let's do it. Comes down to this.
He's my friend.
It's not up to me anymore. The people have spoken.
At least Andrea tried.
Brother against brother.
Oh shit.
Winner goes free. Fight to the death.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
So you know I said Mel could sacrifice his life for his brother. Would Mel lose on purpose?
Whatever I gotta do to prove.
Fuck. Maybe not.
That my loyalty is to this town. You really think this asshole's gonna let you go? Just follow my lead, little brother. We're getting out of this right now.
Come on, Daryl. Oh, Maggie. He got his crossbow back. Unlucky fuck bean. So Maggie went back and Glenn didn't. That's interesting.
Need you to back up.
What the hell is he doing?
Hey,
Drop
Look what
the
he did.
sword.
If it wasn't for the thing.
Oh, he helped us get out of there. Yeah, right after he beat the shit out of you.
Hey, we both took our licks, man.
Jackass.
Hey, shut up.
Enough!
I've been putting the wood to your girlfriend Andrea big time, baby.
Andrews in Woodbury?
Right next to the governor.
You know Andrea?
Hey, do you know Andrea?
Yep, she does. Her and Blondie spent all winter cuddling up in the forest. Hey, man, we snagged them out of the woods. Andrea's close to dying.
There's no way she's with him.
Yeah. Snug as two little bugs. So what you gonna do now, Sheriff, huh? Surrounded by a bunch of liars, thugs, and cowards.
Shut up!
Oh, man, look at this. Pathetic. All these guns and no bullets in me.
You better shut up!
Shut up yourself, bunch of pussies, you roll.
Love it. I like how Daryl didn't complain either. He's like, yeah, that was probably for the best.
Alan and Ben were the first two people we ran into when we finally
Alan and
crawled
Ben.
up out of that hole around Jacksonville. Used to be a bunch of us. 25 at one point.
Our camp was overrun 6-7 weeks ago.
And Donna, she,
I wouldn't get too comfortable here.
we wouldn't be a problem.
It's not up to me.
You really want him sleeping in the same cell block as Carol Beth?
Ain't a rapist.
His buddy is.
It ain't buddies no more. Not after last night.
There's no way Merle's gonna live there without putting everyone at each other's throats.
She's gonna cut Merle loose and bring the last samurai home with
She's
us?
not coming back.
She's not in a state to be on her own.
Merle's blood.
No. Merle is your blood. My blood, my family is standing right here and waiting for us back at the prison.
And you're part of that family. But he's not. He's not.
Fine. We'll fend for ourselves.
That's not what I was saying.
No him, no me.
Daryl, you don't have to do that.
It's always Merle and I before this.
Don't.
You serious? You're just gonna leave like that?
You did the same thing.
And what do you want us to tell Carol?
She'll understand.
You take care of yourself. Take care of the last kicker.
Carl. He's one tough kid.
Oh, Daryl.
Daryl!
I honestly thought your allegiance lied with Rick now.
Golden opportunity.
For what?
Little kid and a woman.
Oh, no, you
Get all
fucking
those
don't.
weapons.
What?
We do it quick, they'll never know what hit them.
This isn't what we do.
You're living in the past, Ty. So are you. This is survival of the fittest, plain and simple. And here we live. Out there we die.
Got some tools for you.
Don't you fucking dare. I swear you try something.
It's much appreciated.
Yeah, we'll take it from here.
Right, Tyrese and Sasha can stay. That Alan and Ben can just fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Glenn's not good.
Daryl just takes off with Merle.
He had his reasons.
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that, Rick. Doesn't change the fact that we're up to our necks in shit.
Your mom was proud of you. For what? Being mean to her? No. You can't think about that. That's all I think about. Please be them. Where's Daryl?
He's all right. He's alive. We ran into his brother. They went off.
They left? Daryl left. Wait, he's gone? Is he coming back?
do that?
He came for his friends. Other people you know. Glenn and Maggie. Merle scooped them up on the run. Was holding them to find out where his brother was.
My friends are still alive and we're shooting at each other? Trying to execute them?
Your friends killed 6 good people. Crowley, Tim, Gargiulio, Eisenberg, Bob Adams.
Gargiulio was killed by Merle.
That man out there, Rich Foster, he makes 7. So that's what your friends did.
Yeah, because they were
Why
provoked.
didn't you tell me they were here? You kept that from me while we were...
You're just a visitor here. Just passing through. So why should I tell you?
Now he shows his
Don't
true
do that.
colours. That's who he really is,
Drive
love.
me out. Not now.
Not exactly a chatterbox, is he?
Be patient. When he's ready, let me do the talking.
This guy's smart. Is he starting to remember that conversation he had with Laurie about baby crying and putting people in danger?
So what do? We dig deep, and we find the strength to carry on. We work together, and we rebuild. Not just the fences, the gates, the community, but ourselves. And years from now, when they write about this plague in the history books, they will write about Woodbury. We persevered.
Andrea seems to be stepping up into that leadership role.
We'll go out and get our own food. Stay out of your hair. You got a problem with another group, we'll help with that too. Anything to contribute.
No.
Please. It's like 10 little Indians out there.
With Tomas, Andrew. Look what happened.
Axel and Oscar weren't like that.
Where's Oscar now? I can't be responsible.
If you turn us out, you are responsible.
We've done everything you asked, without question. And I'm telling you, you're wrong on this. You've got to start giving people a chance.
Oh, is he hallucinating again? Is that Laurie?
Huh? I can't help you. Get out.
We're going. Let's go. Just go. Go.
So there we have it, episode 9, and it was a pretty slow episode, this one, which ain't surprising considering it's the opening to a new half of a season. You know, at least we got some closure on Daryl. He wasn't killed, thankfully. I was worried for a second there right at the beginning, and to be honest, when he pitted them against each other and Merle started hitting Daryl, I honestly thought that, for a second anyway, that Merle just didn't give a shit. But then, of course, he said to his brother, follow my lead, and they started to fight everyone, and luckily Rick and Maggie surprisingly came back in to help rescue Daryl. I expected Glenn and Maggie just to stay outside. I didn't expect them to come back in. Glenn didn't, of course, because he was too injured according to Rick, and big props to Maggie, because despite all she went through, and you know, she managed to get out successfully. She swallowed her pride and she went back in, even though there was a chance she wasn't coming back out. Of course, they got Daryl, they got him out, Merle came out with him as well, and as predicted, Glenn wasn't happy with that when he got back to the car. And now, after everything I said about Daryl choosing the group over Merle, I honestly believe that. I honestly thought he would after everything he's gone through with Carol and everything, but he chose his brother. I mean, there's all that backstory with those two that we've not fully explored, and I'm sure his brother still has some hold over him, some mental hold or something, but I really expected Daryl to side with the group, and he left with Merle. And I don't know if we're going to see Daryl again now, or I expect we shall, like we did see Merle again, but how long is it going to be? Are them two just going to disappear now for the rest of the season, and they're not going to pop up to a later season? It's a shame. I mean, like I say, the Daryl character was really starting to grow on me. He had the most character development, and he'd honestly started to shine within the group, and now he's left, and Rick is again missing that right-hand man. I suppose Tyrese could act as that right-hand man now, but problem is Rick won't accept him into the group because first I thought because he didn't trust them, but it's actually because he doesn't want the responsibility of their deaths on his shoulders, or their lives. You know, he's going to be responsible for them, like he pointed out as Oscar. You know, Oscar came into the group and he died, so now his death is on Rick because he is the leader. Of course, what also doesn't help is the fact Rick is hallucinating, is losing his mind apparently. He's just carried so much shit, but so is Carl, but Rick is handling it a hell of a lot worse. A hell of a lot worse. You know, we saw him last episode hallucinate Shane, and now he's hallucinating Laurie, and obviously he still holds some guilt with those two. Shane because it was his best friend, you know, and he had to kill him, and Laurie because, you know, he wasn't talking to her. You know, he didn't apologise for everything that happened, or he didn't at least make up with her. He couldn't even look at her, and now all that guilt is just snowballing, and it's causing these hallucinations. And I fear now that the group is no longer going to look to Rick as a leader, because if he's showing these symptoms where he's crazily waving about a gun, it must appear that he is truly losing his mind, and he is. Such a hard thing to watch as well, because of how much we've grown to love Rick over these seasons, and we see the responsibility that he holds with everyone, and it's just finally taken over him. It's taking its toll. Maybe someone else can relieve that strain for a while, you know, and take charge. I mean, Daryl did for a bit when Rick went through that whole meltdown. Daryl took the lead, but he's now buggered off, and now maybe Rick's feeling that pressure again. I know Rick probably isn't going to like it, but he needs to just take a step back for a while, chill for a couple of weeks, you know what I mean? He's taken on too much, and he needs a break. Somebody needs to take charge, whether it's Glenn or Herschel. Somebody has to start talking sense, because they really do need to take in Tyrese and Sasha. I know Rick has got to take in the whole group, but again, it's taking a risk with the Ben and Alan character, because we saw in that one scene that they were talking about attacking Carl and Carol for their weapons because they saw an opportunity, and they said it's survival of the fittest, and it is. But you also have to realise when it's time, when you see good people, that those aren't the people to attack, those are the people to ally with, you know, and become a stronger group. We also saw in this episode the governor didn't apparently take the news or everything that happened well. He's locked himself up in his room, and no doubt he's brewing up there. He's getting angrier and angrier, and who knows, he's probably going to go into that prison, just storm it with everything he has and try and kill every single person, which I feel like it's inevitable. I feel like that is what's going to happen, and it's just going to be a bloodbath from both sides. I feel like a lot of people would die in that situation, but who knows? We saw in that episode as well that Andrea started to talk to the town people, you know, and they started to listen to her. Maybe she's starting to step into that leadership role, and that's a good thing if she can talk the people that the governor control out of attacking the prison. She can tell them that they can be allies with them. But the problem is, we've seen how the governor reacts to threats to his power in the past with the National Guard. Now Andrew has stepped forward and talked to the townspeople, and they've looked up to her. Will he see Andrew as a threat? Will the governor try and take her out because she seems to be gaining power and respect of the people? I mean, I've said it, that Andrew has made some really stupid decisions in this season, to be honest, and she finally stepped forward in this episode. Even though she didn't really achieve anything, she still went forward. She still said, "These are my friends." She tried to stop it, and I gained a little bit of respect for her for that. After everything that's gone on, everything she's seen with her friends being taken and stuff, it's just I know she's got to pick a side, and it seems like every time she's picking the governor's side. I mean, she picked Daryl's side in that moment, but would she have shot the governor had he tried to shoot Daryl? I doubt it very much. It's just so difficult. Finally, we should just pick up on Michonne and the fact she's back with the group, and Rick doesn't trust her, which you can sort of understand from his point of view. Because even though she sort of told him where Glenn and Maggie were, and he's made him stumble upon them, she then went with him to the group, and then she just vanished. Even though she said she would help him, she just disappeared. And for all he knew, she could have gone off and told the governor that they were coming. So I understand from Rick's point of view why he doesn't trust her. I just hope that over time he does come to trust her and he does come to rely on her. Because even though, like, I think it was Glenn or Daryl or Rick or someone said she's unpredictable, and she is in a sense, I feel like she is very trustworthy, and once she has trust in you, she will be with you no matter what. So hopefully they can come together. Hopefully Michonne becomes more trustworthy and becomes one of the group, because again, I've said it in the past, I feel like she could be a real asset to that group. But that's about it, so thank you for watching again, guys. Again, I appreciate all your support, and until next time, bye bye. Thank you for watching Season 3, Episode 9 of The Walking Dead with me. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like because it helps me and the channel out immensely. Also, comment below with your theories, your speculation, but please, no spoilers. If you want to keep up to date with the channel, remember you can follow me on Twitter @TVandMeReacts. Also, you can subscribe.